NBA Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for New York. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson, then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Bridges in at the 2. Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Gotta check it out.
And Brunson's got the ball here for New York. Pass to Towns. 4-3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, BA, he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
And the Celtics making a change here. Vucevic is checked in.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Here's Brunson. Good work defensively by White.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
With a 9-footer. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Outstanding hustle in the open floor. Bridges seemed to want it just a little more than everybody else that trip.
Pass to Hauser. And here's Brown. The kick to Tatum from deep. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Here's Anunoby. Towns outside. Vucevic with some nice D. For Boston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside White. Pass to Brown. Fires for 3. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Brown with the steal. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Tatum. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Tatum's got 5 points.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Pass to Anunoby. Towns outside. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Vucevic, a screen on Brunson. Tatum from long range hits the three-pointer. Give him 8 points now.
This is why Tatum is a superstar. His confidence in shooting the ball right away, quick release, money.
Now here's Brunson. His last outing, we saw him score 22. White, the pass to Tatum. And he can't jam it through.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Pass to Anunoby. Towns outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's powered home by Towns.
Big Cat says, take that.
Celtics lead by 3. All right, time for an injury report.
I had a moment to catch up with Boston's head athletic trainer. There's some pain in the chest area, especially when breathing. Right now, it's being called a bruise. A return to the floor was very 50-50. It's the kind of injury that would sideline many players, but everyone's built a little differently. So, guys, he's going to brave it out.
All right, Allie, thanks.
You know, for better or worse, life brings these kinds of challenges, and they aren't pleasant. We know he's up to it, though. He'll respond and move forward in a positive way.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, BA, building their draft assets. They cast them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
Now here's Brunson. Yet to see a basket. Here's Towns. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Towns is so dangerous in the paint. He's got the ability to just muscle through most any defense.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it." And what does his team want from him? He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Guys, back to you.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. Brunson misses. The Celtics with the lead. Hauser passes to Brown. Tatum looking it over. Back to White. Tatum, a screen on Anunoby. White for three. Towns with a rebound. New York has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Outside Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. That's 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Boston with some changes. Voss is checked in for Tatum. Shireman comes in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. New York also changing it up. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Clarkson comes in for Hart. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Brunson. They get it again. The Knicks have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Clarkson outside. Pass to Alvarado. Now here's Robinson. Here's Clarkson. Another one falls for New York.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. Now Pritchard. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. He drops it from range. White's got 6 points.
Well, he might not be a pure shooter, but he's a very steady one. I like that they're getting White something in rhythm here.
For 3, Bridges. Robinson. Great positioning on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Yep, that one's good.
Derek White, very efficient as a combo guard, and really takes a lot of pleasure in getting his teammates open shots.
White against Clarkson. Pass to Alvarado. There's the 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Bridges. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Up the floor. Here's Clarkson. That one goes in.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Boston on offense. Trailing by 2. Pass to White. Picked by Vucevic. Fires the 3. The Knicks pull it in.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
1 second left. The shot off that time. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
It's all about the offensive boards. I mean, they're just a statement about toughness, trying to demoralize your opponent by outworking them, out-hustling them.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
They've got Peyton Pritchard, Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Shireman in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Fires from deep. 6 on the shot clock. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Once that shot goes up, Robinson is doing his work well before that. He wants to get that miss if it happens.
Picked by Vucevic. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Alvarado, pass to Clarkson. The 3 is up. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Here's Shireman. He's covered by Clarkson. Pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum from long range. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now Towns. The 3 knocks down the long J. Shamet's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. And here's Pritchard. Pass to Vucevic. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for that game against the Cavaliers, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start for the year.
Robinson finds Clarkson. 3-pointer off the mark.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Here's Gonzalez. Pass to Tatum from the arc. Doesn't go there. Now he's 6 for 9. For New York, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Towns for 3. Boston pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite 3-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I take Cat as the best 3-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside.
3-pointer, Pritchard. Towns with a rebound. For New York, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. From outside the arc, and the 3 falls for Towns.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Celtics trail by 4. And here's Pritchard. To get back on track. He can't hit that time. New York has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Towns on a screen. Clarkson for 3. That shot missing.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Here's Gonzalez. Here's Shireman. No good on the triple. Here's Shamet. Alvarado with it. Towns outside. Robinson, a screen on Tatum. Towns has got room. Garza grabs the board.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Shireman. 3-pointer. Jason Tatum, and that's good. Tatum's got 19 points.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Shamet. Mikal Bridges checked in for Clarkson, and Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. Hart from long range. It doesn't go for him.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside, Brown. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Outside Brunson. Over White. New York again can't hit.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Tatum passes to Brown. Back to Tatum. That shot off the mark. Hart with the defensive effort. To the middle. Great finish inside by Brunson.
He really is one of the toughest covers in the game, in my opinion. I mean, Brunson is used to having to score over bigger, more physical, athletic defenders, and he seems to always find a way to get the shot he wants.
Hauser passes to Brown. Brown attacking. Gets the first one to go. Now 1 for 7 on the night.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
Outside Hart. New York working the ball around now. Anunoby can't get it to go. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Tatum against Hart. Outside Tatum. Shoots over Hart. And it's Tatum missing. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Brunson. Out to Bridges. The three-pointer off the mark. Boston's shooting 42% in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. Nice shot from the wing. Man, that's now 21 points for Jason Tatum. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
And the Celtics making a change here. Pritchard's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Robinson's checked in. Brunson passes to Anunoby. It's Bridges on the wing. He's guarded by White. And Mikal Bridges hits from deep. Bridges has gotten his second bucket on the night.
And we've begun to see their three-point shooting slip a little this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes are not really falling yet.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Outside Hart. Back to Brunson. There's the triple. It's hauled in by White.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Pass to Keita. And he buries his first look.
And I like how they focused on getting high percentage shots, especially after the three balls weren't falling early on.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part. Even for the best three-point shooting teams, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Robinson, a screen on White. Three-pointer, Bridges. Boston pulls it in. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they faced the Knicks.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Boston out in front, leading by just 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella. Taking some. And now let's take. And that is going to do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Brunson looks it over. Towns outside. The 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Rolling. Towns just keeps finding opportunities to score.
Outside White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Nice job by Towns to get in there and get aggressive.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Boston trailing. Pass to Tatum. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Hauser outside. Fires the three. Hart pulls it in. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. To the inside. Here's Towns. Off with the layup.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Pass to White. Now here's Brown. Again, the miss by Boston.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. 5th best, the Celtics.
Now, we all know they didn't allow any easy buckets last season. I mean, their defense was tremendous, and the rim protection was just outstanding.
Here's Brown. And miss after miss right now.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Bridges against Brown. Pass to Brunson. Back to Hart. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Inside. Here's Tatum. Nice look inside from Tatum.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
Screen by Hart. Towns for three. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Brown. Hauser outside. White for three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Good to see White's balanced offensive approach. I mean, this guy's not forcing anything. He's taking whatever the defense allows.
Towns. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Tatum from long range. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Brunson against White. Brunson with the bucket. Brunson's got his 2nd basket.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
White for three. The rebound by Bridges. For New York, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Brunson outside. That shot, no good. Boston's gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Here's Tatum. Hauser outside. Anunoby against White. Pass to Brown. Launches it. Downtown, Jalen Brown.
You know, early on, Brown struggled with his confidence taking threes. Now he's a knockdown threat.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Lets it go from deep. Boston pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
White, the pass to Keita. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
New York again can't hit. Celtics lead by 3. Hauser passes to White. Here's Brown. Hey, Brown in traffic.
Hey, the defense has no answer for Jaylen Brown. I mean, when he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they're in good hands.
Brunson passes to Bridges to win the run. Got a hand on it.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Brown, that's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta. Walsh comes in for Jason Tatum. Shireman's checked in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Derek White. Outside Brunson. Brunson brushes off the D.
Look, we know all players put a lot of work in the weight room, but Brunson certainly at the top of the list and uses that strength to shield off defenders really well.
Vucevic, a screen on Clarkson. Brown can't hit. Knicks trail by 6. To the paint. And a big finish by Robinson.
Robinson loves to hammer it down whenever he gets the chance, and with force.
Right side Brown. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Brown against Clarkson. Pass to Diawara. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And they were top 5 in free throw percentage, making their shots at the line. Some real steady players on that team.
And these guys really took advantage whenever their opponents turned the ball over, finishing in the top 5 in points off turnovers last season. And the Knicks making a change here. Alvarado's checked in. And he's good on the second. Celtics lead by 5. A nice shot by Walsh.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Screen by Robinson. Clarkson for 3. Kept alive. Here's Diawara. Sinks it from distance.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Back to Pritchard. This one for 3. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Vucevic has got 3 assists in the game.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Robinson. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. The third quarter comes to a close. Boston out in front, up by 5. And we're coming right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got Nikola Vucevic, Jason Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in at the 2. That's the Boston 5.
Towns sees an open player and rewards him with a nice pass.
Pass to Tatum. Takes the 3, and it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Towns outside. To tie it up. The big man, Cat.
Boy, that sharp awareness of Towns. Clock running out, he just beats it.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Tatum can't hit. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Towns outside. Alvarado left side. And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. Both teams will make substitutions. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Gonzalez. Again, the miss by the Celtics. New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Alvarado, the pass to Towns. Robinson, a screen on Tatum. Towns. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Shireman. New York also changing it up. OG Anunoby's checked in for Clarkson. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Allie, thank you. Tatum passes to White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the tape. Played through the contact and scored.
Robinson, a screen on Tatum. Towns for 3. Knocks down the triple. Towns has got 14 points here in the second half.
That's now his second three-pointer of the half and his third of the night.
Now here's Vucevic. Outside, Brown. From outside, off the mark. Pritchard against Brunson. Brunson driving. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
When he puts his head down and attacks, Brunson is deadly.
The Celtics have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Pass to Brown. Vucevic, a screen on Anunoby. And here's Vucevic. Gets the 3 ball to go. Vucevic has got 6 here in the quarter. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Towns against Tatum. The shot by Towns, no good. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Pritchard against Brunson. Pritchard, the pass to White. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And Boston with some changes. Cadis checked in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Hauser in for Pritchard. Josh Hart's checked in for New York.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Pass to Tatum. Down low. Queta gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 4.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Bridges outside. Outside Hart. Towns, left side. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hauser passes to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum from long range. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Now Bridges. Oh, no good on the layup. Tatum on the drive. White. Another chance. He gets the layup.
Tatum hanging around the basket. Got the board and bucket.
Knicks trail by 6. Now Brunson. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the lay-in.
Staying under control and unflappable, Brunson steps up when his team needs him the most.
Here's Queta. Oh, no good on the layup. Tatum against Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Towns is screen on White. Ooh, Brunson, the sweet lefty stroke.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
White outside, beyond the arc. Rebounded by Towns.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer 3 so bad.
Brunson on the drive. Oh, a hard-nosed drive from Brunson.
Brunson's determination is palpable. You can feel it. And once he starts his drive, there's no turning back.
Now White. Here's the pass to Brown from downtown. Anunoby there for the rebound. The Knicks with the lead. Now Towns. Inside.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Up top, Tatum. He's covered by Hart. On the wing, Hauser. Brown fires! Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Bridges! Oh, off target from downtown. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. He launches. Oh, it's off target. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
And Boston calls time here. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
White. Oh, he misses the layup. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
You can't afford to waste any chances at this stage of the game. That means you got to hit your free throws.
And Boston calls time here. They trail by 7. Your thoughts, guys?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Buries it from outside.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Shooting for New York, OG Anunoby taking 2 shots.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Here's White. Jaylen Brown. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have